Wow. Is this the moment that we just won the Premier League title? Yeah, I mean, just what a nuts weekend. In my last video before the Villa game, I said 4 points out of 6 I would take, and I said 6 points out of 6. You'd then start to think it's quite difficult to see how we don't win the league. Not that it's impossible, but, it would be quite difficult. I just never expected Arsenal to slip up like they did against West Ham. And yeah, I mean, we drew with Villa. We had a chance to win it if Nunez didn't miss the opening goal. Going into City yesterday, I got to be honest, I had a confidence, and I don't know where it came from because we do struggle at the Etihad, say the least. But it was just a great performance from us. It's just we knew what we wanted to do. We had a game plan. We stuck by it. We let City have the ball, but we were just so strong defensively, and our players knew where to be. Van Dijk and Konate were brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And when you have a player like Mohamed Salah, who, for me, the best player in Premier League history was always sort of like not even a debate, it was Thierry Henry. But if he carries on, it's 11 games to go and he's 5 goal contributions off the most in a Premier League season. If we go on to win the Premier League and he carries on this form, you are now getting into a proper debate of, is Salah the best player in Premier League history? Because he's like nuts. It's like sometimes like you genuinely don't believe what you're watching. I mean, this season Mohamed Salah is just on another planet to anyone else in the Premier League. And a lot, I think a lot of the time he is the reason we're winning games. He's the one, just like he just makes stuff out of nothing. He's just relentless. He's clinical. He's just unreal. And I honestly cannot. I think my biggest compliment I can pay to the man is I started supporting Liverpool when I was 8 years old. And that was just before Luis Suarez came. It was like the 2010 season. So obviously I grew up with Luis Suarez. And I've used to always say for years, there's no one who comes close to Luis Suarez. Like for me, Luis Suarez was absolutely fantastic for us. Could make stuff out of nothing, could do a lot. And I just never thought anyone would come close. For me, Mohamed Salah's overtaken him. Just absolutely brilliant. And I love the guy. And just give him what he wants. Same for Van Dijk, who's been superb. Give Van Dijk what he wants. Van Dijk was a colossal rock yesterday. And he's got to stay here next season. But yeah, I mean, the win against Man City is significant for a couple of things. It's a league double over Man City. Which is amazing in itself. It's our first win at the Etihad since 2015 or 2016. I think it was Jurgen Klopp's first game there. Double win at the Etihad, 11 points clear. It's almost like, I don't want to say this, but I mean, the champions elect dethroning the champions in their own backyard. And it's a game which I always said Arsenal had to do. When Arsenal were going close last season, the season before, even Gary Neville said, he used to say it, you'd have people say, no, Arsenal don't have to win there. You do. I'm telling you, you do. Not just for the way there is what it means, it's just got such a significance to it. It's a real sort of lay down of who you are as a team. I'm telling you now, obviously as a fan who have just watched our club go there, I cannot tell you just how it feels to have won there and the meaning of it. And Arsenal had to do that when they were going for the title, and they couldn't. So when Arsenal couldn't, I would always say, well, Arsenal aren't going to win the league because they're showing they cannot go to Man City and win. We've gone there, we've done it with ease. People go, oh, well, how can you say you've done it with ease? Because City had 63% of the ball and they had 15 shots. All right, but what were they doing with it? Their shots, a lot of them were outside the box and being blocked and off target. You don't have to dominate stats to be the dominant team. You can, to be a dominant team, you can defend really well, pick your moments smartly and nick your goals and take the win. And that's what we did. I said during the match, it was almost like a Jose Mourinho game. We were well defensively drilled. We were well tactically spot on. Arne Slot's a genius and showing yet again, this is a new side to Liverpool we've seen yesterday. And it was absolutely fantastic to see. I'm on cloud 9 at the minute. To round the video off for the Premier League title race, I'm really scared to say it's done because I don't want to I don't want to jinx it. But if we're all in agreement that if we lost it from here, it would be probably the biggest bottle job in Premier League history with 27 games to go. Surely we're all also saying that it is pretty much Liverpool's. I mean, we're playing so well. We're winning games. Even if we're not playing well, we're either winning or we're drawing. We're just not losing. And Arsenal's going into games with Mourinho up top. And even without Mourinho, because I do just want to clear this up. Because everyone's going, oh, it's down to Arsenal's injuries are like this. Arsenal have been nowhere near as good as they have been in the last 2 seasons. And even when they had Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Havertz, they just didn't look as convincing. Yes, the injuries haven't helped, but you cannot keep saying, oh, if Arsenal had Saka and that's it, we would be in this. You were drawn to like Everton and Fulham and, you drawn to City. You were not like anywhere near your level this season. And discipline, your red cards constantly. I mean, Declan Rice gets sent off kicking the ball, which I agree is a bit nuts. But then Trossard a week later goes and kicks the ball, knowing what just happened to his teammate a week earlier. It's just dumbness which has cost Arsenal. At this moment, we're 11 points clear. If Arsenal win their game in hand, it's 8. But 8 points clear at this stage is quite huge. And I think it's 7 of the 11 games, or is it 5? Yeah, 7 of the 11 games left are at Anfield, which is huge. We got one hand on the title, I will say that. But I am interested to know what you guys think in the comments down below. So thank you for watching. Leave your opinion down on the match, of the significance of it. What do you think happened here? And I will see you guys soon.